What's happening, YouTube? I'm Transient. Welcome to my channel. As always, we are playing Watcher of Realms. Guys, it is Friday. And with Friday comes a weekend of summoning for some people. We've got Vienna and Nerissa, fabulous heroes who everyone needs. And I would like to say good luck to anyone who is attempting to summon on this banner. I have pretty much decided not to. As you can see, I have 174 summons. That's not very much. But what I might do at the end of this video is do 4 singles. So I can get it down to 170, and you never know, I might get lucky and get an A1 Nerissa. But that's just to scratch the itch. 4 Incy Wincy singles. Alright, guys, the purpose of this video is, and to be honest, I had been thinking to do this at a later date. It's something that I've been thinking of and kind of working on in the background, but I changed my mind because of something I saw today. So, where was it? It was in the shop. If I'm not mistaken. It was... No, it wasn't in the shop. It was here. There we go. It was this. The sign-in fund. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. This is something that you would normally see in the shop. And obviously we all like free rewards, and basically we get 3 rares over the next 5 days. But the interesting thing, really, and the reason this prompted me, was the bit where it's actually paid. Where over the next 5 days, if you pay, as you can see here in GBP, let's round it up, £70. If you pay £70 over the next 5 days in total, you will get 19 ancients. 19 ancients for £70. And then I thought to myself, okay, is that worth it? And who is going to spend £70 for 19 ancients? And then what can 19 ancients get you? If you think about it, 19 ancients, well, let's round up. Let's be generous and say 20 ancients. 20 ancients can get you 1 Lego, or it could be 1 Lord, which would be great, which would be fantastic. Hell, you could even get a triple in 1 summon, as has happened to me once. But let's be realistic. If your first 20 summons in ancients is likely to not really get you much. So let's work under the assumption that it gets you no Legos and no epics, just rares. That would be 20 rares. 20 rares, when sold, as that's what we do, would give you 600 diamonds. So basically, 20 ancients, if you are unlucky, will give you 600 diamonds. Now, the reason where that might not seem very good is you basically would have paid £70 for 600 diamonds in return. It's not very good. Anyway, so personally for me, it's not something that I would be willing to spend money on. I'm actually trying to be as free to play as humanly possible. And it prompted me to bring forward something that I've been kind of working on in the background, which is not necessarily how to, but you could say the farming process for ancients. And the reason being because I kind of believe that once you get to endgame, in this game, the farming of ancients is pretty much the key to free-to-play playing. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to get every single summons free-to-play. It's just not possible. But if you play the game in a way where your main game is to farm as many ancients as possible, that will allow you to have enough summons to generally summon for most banners at least getting 200 or so summons, so at least being able to summon at least for one. Now, if you save and skip lots of banners, then obviously your odds of getting heroes and stuff is a lot better. But by kind of aiming specifically for trying to farm as many ancients as humanly possible, that will fuel everything else, right? Okay, and the reason I say this is, as before, ancients, when you sell them, you get diamonds. You get 300, when I say ancients, not ancients, sorry. When you summon on an ancient banner, we don't have one here, there are no green heroes, right? You only get rares, and then you get epics, and you get Legos. Epics, if you sell them, you get what are they called? You get awakening coins, which we don't really want. But rares, when you sell them, you get diamonds. You get 30 diamonds for each individual rare. You get, if you do one temple and you get a rare tax, which would be 10 rares, you've now got 300 diamonds. All right. So now then, basically what I thought would be good is to kind of go through myself on a weekly basis, all the farming I do in order to get the ancients, and basically generally where I collect ancients in the different modes of the game. And then that would basically give you an idea really of, if you play the game and play all the modes, really what you can be looking at in terms of ancients. And then once you have the idea, you can plan ahead. Okay, I know within the next 4 weeks I'm going to have, within a window of, I don't know, let's say 10 or 15, how many ancients I'm going to get. All right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I've basically been doing this week. So since Monday of this week to today, and today is Friday, so there's still 2 more days. I'm going to show you the ancients that I've managed to collect. Okay, so in this little spreadsheet, what I've got is the kind of activities that there are, and basically the ancients that I've received. So I'm just going to list them all. So we've got Void Rift Nightmare, Guild Shop, the Arena Shop, Apex Shop, Awakening Shop, Immortal Codex Shop, Cooking, Shard Assembly. The Shard Assembly is basically from all the random shards you get from playing all kinds of different modes. I could have listed the different, each, how much shards I was getting, but I felt that would just be unnecessary. The Quest Forerunner, which was an event that happened this week. Then you got Nightmare 3, Guild Boss, Nightmare 4, Guild Boss, Abyss 1, APOC 1, APOC 2, and Matrix 1. Then we've got the Brave Conquest event. Then you have the monthly quest, Malric's Halls of Illusions, GVG, Arena, Tower of Deception, and sign-in events. So basically, these are all the kind of places you can get them. Now, there's some places where you can get a lot of shards, for example, Malric's Halls of Illusions. But I'm specifically counting ones where I've got a whole ancient, as opposed to the shards. I just didn't really want to count all the shards. So, Void Rift, I got 2. Guild Shop, every week you can get 2. Immortal Codex, which is going on this week. So far, I've got 6. Once the 3rd Immortal Codex opens, then I'll be able to get another. Basically, by the end of this week, I should be able to get maybe another 3. So let's put that up to 9 by the end of this week. But let's say for now it's 6. Shard Assembly. So from all the shards that I've gathered this week, doing all the different activities and so on, I've so far got 6. The Quest Forerunner, I got 3. Nothing in Nightmare and any of the guild bosses at the moment. Epoch 1 on Monday, I got 1. Epoch 2, I didn't get any. Matrix 1 on Monday, I got 2. Brave Conquest, I got to the threshold to get 2. And then there was the monthly quest, which I managed to hit the point, at which point this month where I got 1. So yeah, so at the moment, this week, so from Monday to today, I've got 25 Ancients, and there's still 2 more days. Right, so basically these are all the activities that generally one can get Ancients from. Right, so now the way that I play this game in order to get Ancients as a free-to-play player in the endgame is like a cycle. So initially, when you first start this game, you initially think that the main thing you need to save is your diamonds, because you want to use all your diamonds for summoning, which makes sense. But this game, they are incredibly generous when it comes to rares. Now, each diamond that you have, if you were to use that for summoning, you would need 88 diamonds in order to do 1 summon, right? Because that's how much a rare costs. But it does not make sense to use your diamonds in summoning. All your diamonds, as of the initial start, all your diamonds, at least this is how I play the game, all my diamonds are used for 2 things. In the black market shop, I'm constantly checking the black market shop, and what I buy are rare summons, which you can buy for 70 diamonds, and that is a big discount from the 88. 70 diamonds, and then I also buy huge stamina pots, and when there are not enough stamina pots, I also buy these little stamina things. And that's basically all my diamonds go on. So, in that sense, if, for example, I didn't buy even any stamina pots and I only bought rares there, my diamonds, I would be using them in a more efficient way when it came to having rare summons, because I would have actually got them at a discount as opposed to spending diamonds. So, first thing, if you can, avoid spending your diamonds for summoning, unless of course you have sold and you're in a summoning session where you need summons after you've gone through all your rares and so on. But this is in preparation for any particular banner. So you use your diamonds and buy as many rares as you can from the black market. Then you also buy stamina. Right, now the reason you buy as much stamina as possible is so you can actually do your farming. Now, I'm in a guild, a GVG guild, so GVG is one of the main things people take very seriously, which is a lot of fun. So, farming is twofold. The twofold type of farming I do. I basically farm the highest gear raid I can do. Now, I, most of the time, farm gear raid 2. Occasionally gear raid 3, very rarely gear raid 4, unless I'm trying to do my best to see if I can win an Oracle's trial. So, when you farm, I farm gear raids for 2 reasons. One, because when you're farming in the gear raids, you can get Demon Soldier Void Cores. You can get Demon Soldiers themselves. You can get Master Keys. You can get Smoldering Scales for farming gear. You can get Ancient Shards. And then you also get Malric Runes. So, what that does is because not so long ago they increased the amount of Demon Soldier drops we were getting from gear raids. So I get my demon soldiers, which boosts my demon soldiers themselves, and then I can level them up as quickly as humanly possible because I've got to push on that. So I get that. I get the demon cores to level them up also, and I get the Malric runes. The Malric runes will then and obviously I get the gear forging equipment, so I can gear forge and try and get better gear. Right. Then I get Malric runes. Now Malric is very important. Now Malric is one of the best places for ancient shards. From level 2, even level 1 red upwards, you'd be surprised how often each one of these drops ancient shards. It is very, very often, and obviously the higher you get, you've got even more chance of actually getting full on just ancients themselves. So, and so by farming Malrics as often as possible, I'm able to get ancient shards, which I can therefore create my ancients, and I can also get all the better rewards, so I can boost my my characters and so on. Malric is pretty much the second best place, or the second place where I think you need to be farming Malrics as often as humanly possible. Right. So once you go through that cycle, you're basically spending all your diamonds buying stamina and rares. And the rares you get builds up in there, and then the stamina you use to farm raids. After you farm raids, you build up your Malric runes, and then you farm the Malric halls, and you get as many ancient shards out of that, and then slowly but surely your ancients will start to creep up quite quickly. And that is in terms of the farming. In terms of while doing all your other tasks, you will then be at the end of each week, you will most likely have anything from 15, I would say generally 15 to 30 ancients a week. 15 on the conservative side, 30 on the good side, if you're lucky. Hell, you could even be even luckier than that. Sometimes you can get 5 ancients in in Apocalypse. So, and it is possible. So yeah, so anything from 15 to 30, maybe even 35 ancients in a week. So then when you get your 35 ancients, you've been building up your rares by your purchases. Whenever an ancient banner comes up, especially one that's decent, with a lord you want to summon for, when you summon on that banner, basically, let's say you had 100 ancients. Let's keep the numbers simple. You have 100 ancients, you summon 100 times. Let's say you've got, out of that, you get 1 Lego and let's say 9 epics. That would leave you with 90 rares. 90 rares would give you 2,700 diamonds, which you could then use at that time to summon some more or to start the cycle again. And I found that for myself, that is the key to how I play this game in terms of how I'm able to summon here and there and trying my best to get as many of the heroes as I can. Now, obviously, I'm not going to get them all because I'm an itty-bitty little content creator and I don't get all those ridiculous content creator rewards from Moon to Minton. But it seems to work pretty well for me. Now, there's obviously other places where you can get ancients. You can get them from Arena every week. If you end up in Overlord, you get another ancient. GVG attacks, you can get them, and so on and so forth. But I'm just talking about the general ways, the easiest places for you to get your ancients. Oh, I also didn't even mention you can also get ancients from Tower of Deception. Like here, like I still have to do level this one, number 30, and then go up to see if I can get up to 40 and so on. So there's still a few things I need to do. But if you're sufficiently high leveled, you could technically do this at the start of each month, and then that would be it. So you would get all your ancients in one. Well, actually, no, they space it out over days. So let's say over 2 weeks, you could get everything done. But yeah, that's how I play this game, and I think it kind of works. Now, you can still at the same time save if you're incredible. If you do not summon on any ancient banners for a period of time, because you're waiting for Ingrid or something along those lines, you can, and your ancients build up. Let's say you get to 200, 300 ancients, especially if you're much later in the game. The moment you do sell or spend those ancients, you're going to end up with a huge amount of diamonds, and then obviously the process continues. It does seem to work, but you do find that there are periods like now for me when you don't have very many ancients. You don't have very many diamonds. Actually, because everything I'm going is being spent on the cycle. There we go. I'm going to take that because now I've got. How many do I have of these? Where are they? Literally, my eyes cannot see. Whatever. Okay, well, anyway, they're in here somewhere. The amount of. That's weird. Okay, there. 11. Okay, so I've got 11. So I'm going to be using that today after this video, and I'm going to farm some more. At the moment, I'm in this little race with these gentlemen. Not that I necessarily really want to win, but 8 rares is always useful. So, anyway, guys, it's a long video. That is what I generally do in order to try to farm as many ancients as possible. By farming the ancients, it fuels the rest of my gaming and allows me to just do a particular cycle and keep this game moving. I don't know. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think. If you guys do something similar, or if you have better ideas of how to play this game free to play. But if this helps you or helps anyone, or is even similar to what anybody else does, I'd be interested to hear in the comments. All right, guys, I will leave it there. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. 4 singles. Let's go. Come on, might as well. Quick. 1. Nope. Skip. Yep, continue. Summon again. 1. Nope. Summon again. Nope. And the last one. Can we get something? Can we get Nerissa? No. Alright. Wait a minute. That was pointless. Alright, guys. Whatever you do, do it well. I'm Transient, and I'm out.